Hi everyone. So sorry I'm a little late. Also, there might be a bit of a glare. It's still light outside, but I don't know if I can. It's so hot in here because we don't have air conditioning turned on yet. It's supposed to happen by Friday. So, anyway, so I finished this before. I did a little bit of work outside of the stream. So I did that, finished that on stream. I painted everything yellow on this shoe per the commissioner's request. The commissioner also wanted me to do a monarch design on the blue butterfly as well, so they both sort of go together. I get it. And then she requested purple and pink butterflies, which I haven't quite finished that yet. And then I'm going to do the background. So background on these dirty old shoes that I stopped wearing after a while, but I love this pattern. So it's just basically green with a whole bunch of different colored dots for like flowers and such. Of course, I always forget to set up my palette beforehand, but I'm going to do that now. I also bought dinner, if y'all don't mind. I'm going to chow down on that for a little bit. Oh, I'm so happy that our water's back on. It's weird, like they don't have air conditioning, and then it's not until Friday, and then they're like, oh, well, we can't turn the water on because there was an emergency. I guess the emergency that we don't have air conditioning on. Probably not. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to put out some pinks. Oh, geez, sorry, guys. Put out some pinks. Is that a red? Yeah, it's a red. That's scarlet. This is Pebble Pink. It's a good one. Oh, God. Bend over sometimes. White is always really important. Purple. Black, of course, and I'm going to put out a couple of blues to mix with the purple, just in case. So let me put some stuff on our palette first. I still have to do, so refresher, I'm working on the purple and pink butterflies. Oh, God. I'm going to sort of a meetup on Thursday night for Let's Bring Your Own Project, completely free. It's over at Locally Crafted, in case anybody watches this and is interested in local to the area. I'm going to go, and I'm either going to paint these shoes or I'm going to paint the sample for or I guess I could paint the kids' shoes I have another commission for. So I have options, but I don't love to go I'd rather paint my sample because I don't like to carry these things around. They're for a client, so I like them to stay pristine if possible. Let's see. Okay. I would like a little, sorry guys, I just woke up from a little power nap. I'm gonna do some white. The black will come afterwards. And I might have to brighten up this blue a little bit on this butterfly. I like it, but just a little bit. But that will come second, of course. Let's do what we came to do first, which is purple and pink butterflies. Exciting. I might have to grab myself a drink real quick. Hold on. Real quick. All right. Perfect. Probably have to turn out the overhead light eventually, but right now I'm relying on two ring lights and outside, which is still light out, so not too bad. Sorry, let me just take a big break. It's so much, and then I'm going to get started. Okay. That one bled a little bit. That's okay. I can fix it. Just gonna paint the shape and then I'll do the black on the outside afterwards. Sorry, there's definitely glare. I'm trying to fix it, but I don't know if I can. I'm trying to work on these and all the other shoe projects I have, and of course the craft fair prepping I have to do, but it's just so hot in here. And the only place that's really not hot is my bedroom, but I don't have, that's like a future, I'm trying to make it so I can clear it out enough to have a desk in there sometime, or at least an area, a little table that I can work in, because I like that space. It's like better light, not better lighting really, but in a sense kind of just better airflow basically, and I just feel more comfortable in there. But that is a future endeavor. Right now we're just going to focus on making some art. Let's see if I can do something about the glare. I don't know if that's going to help or not. That's a little bit better. So I don't usually, but I went on to the border for this one because I wanted the wings to have a longer wingspan. So since I did it there, I guess I can continue to do it for the rest of the shoe. I'll make it have, just has more paint surface. Cat's playing with the string on top of my birdhouse. That's fine as long as she's out of my hair. All right, so that is a butterfly shape that's pink now, and I just have to do one more that's purple over here, and then we can start working on the details. Wish I brought, do I think to bring a paper towel? No. I'll do it next time I get up. I like to mix The purple is going to show up more because it's darker, but if I mix it with something else, it'll show up as a richer purple instead of just the straight out of the tube, which I like to mix colors. I'm a painter. All right. So now all the butterflies on the shoe are pink and purple. I'm thinking that I need to turn on the overhead light, unfortunately. Okay, so now all the sides are pink and purple. And now I'm going to go over some of these with the black outline. I might need a different brush. Think about it. I'm gonna go get a paper towel, I think. I know I have good brushes, it's just finding them. Alright, that's not bad. I got an orange one I like. Alright. So hi there, I'm good. How are you? Okay, what's going on here now? It's better. Appreciate you stopping in. It's been a while. Okay, so I got some black. Now I can do some outlining. And then after that, I think I'll start working on the background because it'll take a while. And I can improve the foreground as I go with the background. Okay, it's not bad. Let's go back to this pink one. I outlined it some, but not in a nice way. I rushed, so let's go back and fix it. I love how thick that line is, but I'll go back and fix it once it's dry. Maybe I could just make the middle of the butterfly thicker, and that'll help it balance it out. Yeah, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, same. I'm keeping busy, but I am prepping for a craft fair soon, and then I'm actually going to teach a shoe painting class about a week after that. So I have things to prepare for. It's good practice to do little tutorials on YouTube before I start the teaching process. Yeah, I know how that goes. All right, let's do the details on the yellow butterflies, and then I'll start the background. I just remembered. So my trainer asked me what's next for shoemaking, and I could not recall, but I remembered now. I am going to make for a personal pair that I will eventually sell the pattern to, or the design. I'm going to make a stack of books because I'm going to a couple book fairs within the next month or so. So I'm excited to do that. Thank you. I like books a lot. And I don't know why I never made book shoes. I just started reading books instead of actually drawing books. And now I'm like, oh, wait, I could do this. It's not the right angle. I will fix it. I'm going to put some white over top of it first to make sure that I know I need to fix it. weird though, because it shouldn't bend that much. It should be larger. But anyway, I'm talking to myself. All right. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good day at work. There's a butterfly exhibit going on near me that I would love to go to again. Maybe once I have air conditioning. It's all weird because I try to go to places that are not warm right now because of the air conditioning, but the butterfly pavilion is a little bit different. But anyway, these are my shoes. I was like thinking about going over there and taking like a photo shoot, but we'll see. These are for clients, so I don't want them to get messed up, but just think it would be so perfect. I do have some butterfly stickers I can bring over there at least. Tomorrow I actually don't have a lot to do except for going to personal training. I did it today and I'm going to do it tomorrow. I think 2 days in a row is actually a good idea, usually. But anyway, doing that, and then I guess I can hopefully make myself useful. My magnet blanks finally came, so I can paint those again because those always sell extremely well at all my festivals. So I'll do the birthstone things. God, that took forever. All right, so now this butterfly is not like the others. This is I think it's called a tiger butterfly. So that was a really, really, sorry, there's a cat here too. There's a tiger butterfly. So I'm going to replicate that from my old pair of shoes. Now I think it's black, but also kind of reddish and yellow. Maybe kind of brown, but we'll figure it out. Let me move this shoe actually, so I can look at this more properly. Oh, kitty's so cute. You're so cute. I see you back there. Gotta take a picture of her. I can't handle it. She's so cute. Kitty. Maya. Hey, look at me. Maya. Baby. That's good enough. Anyway, sorry. She likes to be near me at all times. Unless she's tired or hungry. I'm sure you're wondering why I didn't paint this black first. And it's because it's a lot easier to put a dark color on top of a light color than it is the other way. So I can always add to it, but I didn't want it to be super frustrating when I started it. You know how it is. A second. Oh, also happy Earth Day, everyone. I'm doing something that is mimicking something natural. So butterflies are part of Earth. So maybe that's one way to celebrate. For those of you who are wondering, I'm not done with the Imagine Pals. I have one more. I need to get more green ones because I think there's like more. It's my logic is hard to explain, but anyway, I think it's gonna be hard to find them. I'm trying to track them down, but I may actually go out to Easton for a day just to see if there's anything I don't have, like limited edition stuff. We'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna drive down there. It's no big deal. Okay, so now that's done. Oh, shit, I just touched this. Okay, that's pretty much done. I don't love the line on this, so let me fix it. And I know that's white for a reason, so I can go back and fix it later when it dries. I don't think it's dry yet. So I'm going to let that sit there and work on this one for a little bit. And I'm going to start the background today. Before I do that, let me brighten up this blue part. I'm going to use the turquoise blue. Oh, I'm so tired. It was nonstop going today. It's not like me. But it's a good thing because then I got more stuff done. I'm going to mix white with this turquoise so I can brighten it up and not have it blend in so much. I don't want it to be too muddy, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Once I start the background, I'll consider myself half finished. And that's a good thing because then I can fix everything that I need to fix. I think that's pretty good for now. Let's start a background, but I need to get the green paint. If I fix my seat cushion because I'm going to fall off. So, I usually use this for green, but I think I need to start with a different color green, like a darker one. I know I just started preaching about what I said. I get it. This green leaf. Where are the other colors? I thought I had a darker green. I didn't see it. Oh well. Anyway, I have a couple of holiday greens. That should work fine. And I'm going to put the dots on top of it once it's dry. So let's get to it. The dots are my favorite part, of course. You have to color block the background before you do that. Gotta walk before you can run, stuff like that. Now I use smaller brushes for backgrounds, especially when they're for shoes because I have more control over it and I don't want to mess up the foreground. It frustrates a lot of people that I do this, but it's not like they have to watch me, although I would like it if you would come watch me. I'm gonna do the trim too, which like I said before, I don't normally do. Oh, oopsies. Got some green water on there. No. All done. When you're doing backgrounds, I do recommend that you saturate your brush with water because it expands to the right places on canvas and not to the wrong places. Just my little tip for you. Foregrounds, not so much. Foregrounds are different. Move things out of the way and this one so it doesn't get green in the wrong places. And then once I'm done with the dots, or at least when I go through into the dots, I need to make sure all my butterflies have heads and antennas. Just to make sure that they are living creatures with heads. I just put some monarch butterfly stickers. I ordered them to be printed, and they're glittery and they're going to be gorgeous when they print. It's one of my newest designs for this year. That one, and then I also did ring pop birthstone stickers this year. I'm very proud of those too. Hopefully they sell pretty well. I still gotta paint the birthstone magnets because those do. People like those a little bit better than stickers sometimes. Because they're handmade. They look handmade. The stickers are handmade, but they just don't see it the same way. I get it. I'm sorry, honey. Did I take your headrest? I'm sorry. I did not mean to take your headrest. You can still rest your head there. It's okay. You're cute. I don't know what I would do with my cat. I love my cat so much. You should do. I love my cat. Yes. You're so pretty. I love you. Give me kisses. Yeah. Slow blink for the win. Maybe tomorrow, if I get up and start doing stuff, I can make the day as productive as today. Let's hope so. It's just really hard to do it at home right now because of the air situation, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Also, I can go into the library and return my books, although I'm still reading one, but I can go return a book and hang out there for a while. And that place is air conditioned, I don't know. All kinds of stuff I could do. My transit suggested the mall. I could go there. I never go there. And also my knees are bothering me again because of it's the shot. The cortisone shot is wearing off, so I need to minimize my walking early, or I can't really tell what I should be doing. Maybe just exercises that I've been given. I'll do those, but not like walk around on marble floors. You know what I mean? hard floors. Probably linoleum, who knows? Very excited for Thursday. I'm just painting the color on the background. I'm going to go over it once it's dry. It shouldn't take long in this apartment since I don't have air conditioning right now. And the air is just extremely dry. It's just driving me nuts. So I'm working on the background for butterflies. Backgrounds are hard. I mean, challenging and tedious, very tedious. But I know that they are important nonetheless. I do try to get these painted before I stream, but feel free to come in and ask me any questions you like, so I can talk to somebody instead of myself. But if not, it's totally fine. I am just painting the background green. Painting the background green. I hate these Vans tags. They just bother me so much. They just get in the way. Hi. Oh. Maya's mad because I stole her headrest. She's back there somewhere. I did not mean to. See, there's her little paw. Yeah, she probably does like purple a lot. She's my little helper. She helps me all the time. Last time I did this, I just painted right over top the tag, and I'm not above doing it this time. I might just do that because that's how I think about these stupid tags, man. Yeah. I need to learn how to sew or at least like unstitch something so I can get those stupid things off of there. I'm sorry, no offense. I mean, like, it's Vans because you can see that. Why does it have to be on the tag too? I don't know. That noise is somebody, could be one of a couple people. But usually these days, it's somebody specific that I talk to you about. She asked me if I was going to, there's a bar, like an Irish bar downtown Silver Spring called McGinty's, and they're doing like a comedy show. And she's like, "Oh, I saw that you liked it." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Did I really like it? I don't like anything." I usually just like say, "Yeah, I'm interested in that" on Facebook, but I don't necessarily always have to go. Now, I found my listing for my my class that I'm teaching on Facebook at events, and I was very excited. So I said I was going to that. So maybe she'll go to that. I did, though it's on her birthday. Thinking about painting her shoes. I need to paint shoes as part of the direction. I just don't know who. Like, if there's one thing I don't need, it's another pair of Galaxy shoes. So I was thinking. Although I did say my friend Liz was open to me painting one pair for her, but since it's Island's birthday and everything, just saying. I asked her for a shoe size, and she just didn't even question why I would ask. Most people are like, "Why?" Even if they know what I do for a living. Like, they just are just like, "Why do you need that?" And she was just like, "Oh, 8.5." And I was like, "Okay." You can see that some of the background is not exactly, the background code is not even. I don't care because I'm going to go over it anyway, just so everybody knows. However, the fact that it's bleeding through, I'm not a big fan of, but I'll fix it later. I'll try not to saturate as much where you can see it over here. I'm going to paint Galaxy shoes. My signature Galaxy pair. Most people like space, and that is fun, and you can glow in the dark, all the stars, stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have to make a sample, but I also need to paint. I think I do. I'm trying to think, because I definitely teach and learn by doing. I can't usually tell somebody how to spell something without writing it down myself. I can't usually show somebody how to draw something without actually drawing it myself. So that's why I think I need to paint a pair of shoes there. But it doesn't have to be in my size. I don't need another pair of Galaxy shoes. It can be anybody you want. I'll just do this once. Or I can just buy a cheapo pair of shoes, doesn't matter. Still don't want it to be in my size. I don't need another pair. My left. She got up and left. She's like, "I'm leaving. You took my headrest. You won't paint the whole shoe purple. How dare you?" This is why I don't like to paint the edges of the trim, because you never know. I don't know exactly where to stop, but just a reminder that the foot's going to be in the shoe, so nobody's going to see the interior. water break. Yeah, that's funny that it picks it up. Maya, we can all hear your bathroom habits, your litter box habits. Maybe quiet down a little bit. She does that sometimes. I did feed her, so guess that's how that works. That's a cat for you, or a living creature in general. Now she's eating more food, and she's gonna just repeat the cycle: eat, poop, do what cats do. I don't know. Drink water sometimes. Eat, poop, play. Oh yeah, sleep. She definitely sleeps. I hear you down there. Yeah, sometimes she does that. It's getting kind of dark. I hope it rains, but maybe it's not going to rain. Maybe it's just getting dark. Now she's getting into stuff. What happens? Boxes of cat food. I already fed you, lady. I don't know if you can see her. Can we help you? Just get into stuff. Okay, sorry, the angle's not ideal. I haven't posted a Good Morning Maya feeding thing in a while. I should do that tomorrow. Yesterday was kind of not my favorite day of the week, but I am making up for it today. I'm glad the dots are happening because otherwise I would argue this shoe's a little bit too dark, but I'm going to do all the dots that look like flowers right on top of the screen, so fear not. Dots are the last thing, but I also would like somebody to remind me to give the butterflies heads and antennas. Otherwise, they're not really butterflies if they don't have heads and antennas. They're just a pair of wings. squirted this big blob of green on there, and I kind of want to use as much of it as possible. So just continue to paint these things green. Almost done with this one. And then we paint the other shoe green. And I should probably get out some yellow to fix that butterfly I was going to fix. Oh, shoot. So that one's done. Woohoo! And now we have this one. This is the yellow the white should be dry. So let's go work with yellow. Like this wing is not shaped correctly, I don't think. So let me just like fix it all together. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's paint things green. Let's go shoes up the way I stayed for that. There we go. Apologies about the ambulance sounds and fire trucks. I live very close to a hospital, and that's what happens all the time. I don't really hear it anymore, but I try to just for when I'm recording. It's because other people are like, there's an emergency. Not for me anyway. Okay, sorry about that. I had to rearrange my seat. When I do the dots, I might turn that into a short because it might be fun to watch, especially the time lapse. And I'll think about it. It's certainly fun to do, I'll tell you that much. when you're this close to the sole of the shoe, I do recommend you saturate your brush with water so that it bleeds into the right spaces and not onto the sole. That's my favorite tip for shoe painting, at least. That only works for canvas shoes, though. It's getting darker. I hope it rains. Please rain. That will make everything cooler. But it's 7:30 here, so I guess it's just probably just getting regular dark. How boring. You can paint the grommets for some reason. It wipes right off, but I try very hard not to because it's just like double the work. But just saying, it's the metal. This paint does not go on metal. I do use a reference. I actually have pictures of butterflies that I took at Brookside Gardens long ago, actually, because they just reopened their butterfly exhibit. So that's where I started with, because they had an exhibit where you can go in and hang out with real butterflies for as long as you want and then leave. And they sit on flowers and plants, and you get all kinds of great photos. I use a reference for pretty much everything, except for maybe the space shoes. But like I used a reference once upon a time. I have a very hard time drawing without a reference. I totally envy those that can, but I need at least something to start with, and then I can improvise. I keep shoving this backwards, and it's not working in my favor. I'm almost done with my green puddle. Once that is depleted, I will stop. I don't want to put out any more green because I know it's going to be another big puddle and then I won't be able to use it all. Getting kind of worn down. Don't want to, but I am. It was a long day today. Good day, but long. The sun is setting now. I can tell because it's reflected onto my balcony. But it's, of course, on the it's like behind me. That's where it sets. It sets in the west, rises in the east. It's just science. I really like this butterfly back here. It's one of my favorite ones. Just the pose I did was in the angle is very good, I think. I pat on myself on the back for that. I was a little bit too saturated. I'm gonna have to paint the inside of that, but it'll be okay. See, but I usually do is I take white paint and I paint the inside. Nobody sees it because like your foot's in the shoe, but I'm a little perfectionist sometimes. Just like everything to look nice. And since it's such a thin layer, it comes up with white paint very nicely. Almost done. All right, I might be persuaded to squirt some more green on here, just a little bit, not a whole lot, just so I can finish this because my time is very valuable and I want to make sure I get it shipped on time for the client. If you're wondering, I don't paint tongues. I used to. I will for an extra charge, but I don't like to because it's definitely double the work. Like it gets all on the inside of the shoe, and then I have to fix that. So I usually leave those blank. But if somebody wants to pay extra for me to color their tongue, not literally, but only for the shoe, yeah, I'll do it. I do for Converse, in case anybody's curious about that, but that's because Converse is basically 90% tongue. Or, well, I would say maybe like 70% tongue. But Vans, you don't even see it, so. All right. Finished that. Let me go through and check and see if there's any imperfections here. Not many. I think I did pretty well. This one didn't get bleed through as much. I wonder. I just didn't use as much water on that side. That's fine. I can fix it. And yeah, so I think this is a pretty good place to stop. So I got the background done. I mean, the underpainting of the background done. I'm going to do, next thing I'm going to do is, these shoes are so gross, but anyway, I'm going to do like a dotted pattern. Sorry, you guys can't see a dotted pattern that looks like flowers. That is the next thing I'm going to do. I might do it as a short. I might not. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe and follow everywhere on social media. I'm Sue's Inspiration, except for TikTok. I'm Sue's Inspiration Art on there. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you next time. Look out for my short coming soon about these butterflies when I do the dotted part, because that's the most fun. So anyway, thank you. Have a good evening.